Your CRM is full of leads that you have written off. I'm going to show you how to bring them back automatically. Okay, here's the thing, guys. Every estate agency, every property business, every mortgage broker, coaching, or every small to medium sized business is the same story. Someone filling the form, they saw an interest of the service, then they go quiet. You follow up with them once or maybe twice, and then you write them off as dead. But they're not actually dead. They just didn't hear from you at the right time. One client came with us with 140k leads in their database. In a week's time after we launched the system, 100 DM was sent. 10 of those leads have actually replied, and 10 of them have actually gone ahead and saw interest of the course that they offer. That was a revenue that was literally sat there in your database without you doing anything with it, and you are there spending more money on art. That is exactly the problem that we see here, and I'm gonna show you a system that can solve that problem for you. You might be wondering, what is Ghost List Reviver, or how we even gonna activate these people? At 99to AI, we have a product called the Ghost List Reviver. So what the system does is literally this. In a simplest form, SMS go out first, personalize the message. It's nothing spammy because these people are the leads that already reach out to you from your channel. SMS go out for not spammy, just checking in with them. And then obviously in a period, we set that period either 5 minutes or 24 hours. If the leads don't reply to the text that we send to them, which is what you wish you could do, you wish you could manually call these people and ask them what the service is, but instead we have an AI voice agent that would do that works for you. So I send SMS. If they don't reply after a period of 5 minutes or 24 hours, the AI voice agent will call them, sound human, handle the conversation, qualify them, book the appointment. If no reply to that either, an email will go. So technically, if they send the SMS, AI voice agent follow up with them. If they don't answer the call, after the call hang up, there is going to be another touch point, which is sending this list an email to follow up with them more. And then that's the whole sequence is there. So SMS first, wait, AI voice agent call with them. If no reply, email go out, and the whole thing could be running in your businesses while you sleep. So that's the Ghost List Revival. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, I'm gonna walk you through the system, how it works, each module in Make.com. This is the Ghost List Revival here for you. This is the build in Make.com. So if you're an agency owner, I recommend to think in terms of finding a problem in any niche that you want to target. Find a specific problem with them, try to build products around those problems there and sell them. That is how I'm starting to see a lot of opportunity in the AI angle right now. So building the thing as a product will give you the opportunity. But so this is the workflow here. What we have here in Make.com is where we build everything. So I will leave some of the links to this platform so you guys can go explore there on their own time. So Make.com is the same thing as N8N if you want to say, but I prefer Make.com because it's cleaner and it's easier and put everything together. So that is where we build the thing. As we can see, we named the product Ghost List Reviver, which is exactly what we do, and the CRM that we use for this here is this. That is Airtable. So if you want, I'll leave a link of this Airtable as well in the description, so you can go check it out there and explore how you can build your own CRM as someone who's trying to start to learn how to build automation. So that is Make.com, CRM. These are the two platforms that we use. Obviously you might be wondering, okay, how do you gonna make up AI to call people? We use this platform here. It's called VAPI AI. I mean, it's not automation platform, it's a platform that allows you to create AI voice agent and so on. So that is where we build a voice agent on. So obviously we build the agent here and connect everything together here. So that is what Make.com helps you to do. Whatever platform you use within your business, Make.com give you the chance to put everything into one workflow and connect everything together to do the work and finish the work somewhere for you. That can be either your CRM or wherever you want to do with that workflow. Okay, and to send the SMS, you might be wondering, okay, how you sending SMS? There is a platform called Twilio, which allow you to buy phone numbers either for your voice agent or to use them to send SMS. So Twilio is literally that. It allow you to buy digital phone numbers. That is where we buy the phone numbers to connect it to the voice agent and to connect it to use that to send the SMS. But yeah, guys, let's get into the walkthrough of the system and what is in each one of these blocks here. I'll try my best to explain everything as much as I can. Okay, so the first module here, this one is called module. Anything in here is called scenario, but within the scenario we have these things here. These are called module. So the module one here that we have is called the trigger. Every automation have a trigger. Once you understand what's going to be the trigger for that automation, then you can then connect anything that is going to connect to the automation. So the first thing for us here with the Ghost List Reviver, our trigger is watch Airtable record. Why? Because that is the CRM that we use to trigger the automation. So it technically means either any client that we work with or anyone that you're gonna build system like this for, or if you're a business owner, your own CRM can be the trigger of the automation. So for us, whoever we're gonna work with, we either connect that to their CRM or we build a brand new CRM in Airtable and give them that with the automation. So it comes in whole package. The automation will only get triggered when we have information here. So how do we get information here? So for business owner with all databases, you can import your CSV file of the all databases into this CRM, clean everything in a nicest sense, and then the automation will be triggered. The watch record is basically telling, hi, make.com, watch Airtable. Whenever we have new leads landed here with the details that we need, we want the automation to be triggered. That is what the Airtable module 1 is there for. So how to connect that to this one here? Honestly, when you put the module here, add module at the first trigger, is gonna give you connection. So if you click add on here and then choose Airtable or auth, and then obviously that's gonna take you to a different page where you can choose the database that you wanna connect. Connection name, you can always connect it, the name that you wanna use. So let me say, for example, if I say test, that is gonna take us to our next page. That page will be basically like this. So within your Airtable, any CRM that you have built in there, you can connect. As you can see, this is the list revive here, which is this CRM. So we already connected. So if it's your first time connecting that to make.com, it's gonna take you to this page. You can click the base that you want to connect and then grant access, and then it's automatically going to take you back to this page, but we don't want to do that. So the first module here is literally that watch record. Whenever new leads landed here, trigger the automation to send SMS, wait for 5 minutes. If they don't reply, AI voice agent will call. If they don't answer, an email will go after that. That is how you can start the automation to run. So yeah, for a business owner though, you might be wondering, oh yeah, like how do I get my leads here? First, we can connect this to your existing website form. You can have the form here. That's gonna now help you block to not be worrying about following up with lists that are gonna come to you in future anyway. So you have the system working with the old database, you can now have it working for the leads that are still coming to you. So it's like you're having a win from both angles, getting the leads, qualifying, following up with them, and so on. And then obviously the second module that we have here is Twilio. This module is basically getting the phone number from this first module here, and then use this phone number. This is the number that we buy in Twilio. This is the number that SMS is gonna go to, and then obviously who you're sending it to. This file here, we mapped it here to get the phone number from here. So you don't want to manually type a phone number here, because that is what the CRM is there for. We have a file called phone number, so for that to trigger, we just map the Airtable file in here, so it makes sure whenever there is a new number different than this, it trigger anyway. That is what there is for. So you make sure you actually map the files in here too, so it goes to any new number that is there. And then obviously you can write in the message what message you want to include in the SMS. So for you, it might be if you have an inquiry about property, so it's gonna be like, hi Solomon, thank you for your interest in whatever the property that they saw interest. I had loved to help you find the perfect property. Are you still available for a quick chat this week? You see what I mean? We're trying to warm up with these people here by checking them on, because they already reached out to you previously. So this SMS will go to them first, and that is the idea. We just want warm up with this SMS first, because majority of them are not gonna reply anyways, but we have that to be sent, so these leads are not gonna be triggered as call leads or whatever. So that will send, and then obviously immediately we're gonna go back into the Airtable and then update the status to say SMS sent. So basically that is the status here. There. So whenever a new SMS is sent, the automation will then go back into the CRM, go look for the status, and update that to SMS sent or whatever that you want to add on your status there, so you keep track with any leads, where they are, what stage they're on. So this automatically update that every time the interactions happen and so on. And then obviously after that, we're gonna wait for the 5 minutes, which is the logic here is this: wait for 5 minutes. If they don't reply to you, that text message that we send them here, go check that CRM. If the status is still showing as SMS sent, we wanna go get the record of that individual, make the decision, and then obviously if they reply to the message, it's just gonna decide to go here. But this 5 minute module delayed here is ideal, because why? Majority of these people are called already, so sending an SMS to them and then waiting for like another whole 24 hours to go back and follow up with these people, it wouldn't make any logical sense. So the 5 minute gap makes a bit more sense. SMS go out, if they don't reply within the 5 minute period of time, they're gonna get someone that is actually calling them. So that is the idea of the 5 minute delay, but you can always update that to be triggered every 24 hours. So after 5 minutes, it's gonna go here, get the record, and then this module basically we map the record ID, go here, get a record from the table called ghost leads, and then obviously on this router here, you need to make a decision based on the information that you got. So if the automation triggered and go to Airtable and come here, it's seeing some of the leads are qualified, some of them are saying SMS sent after a period of 5 minutes. It's gonna then make the decision here. If the leads replied, obviously it's simply just gonna take this router here, and you can see we have filters in there. So this filter is just making sure that any random things is not just gonna pass it through the automation. So we only passed in what we want to pass here. So the level we label this as leads replied and so on. And one thing you might be wondering, okay, how would you know when someone replied? And that's exactly what I'm gonna show you here, because there is another automation that is working with this one here. So that is literally just tracking the Twilio here. So this is the SMS reply handler. It's a webhook that we connected to Twilio to say, okay, look, you're gonna be watching this phone number here. Whenever we have a reply back to the phone number, we want you to bring us that reply that sent. So this webhook will be triggered, and then obviously it's then gonna go into Airtable, search the person phone number. So because obviously you send an SMS to them, to the phone number, but now we actually wanna go back to the CRM and look which number is this reply coming from. We'll go into the CRM, check who reply based on their phone number, then based on the phone numbers that we have in here, and then obviously update the things to say they qualify or replied, whatever that might be. So that is how we handling the reply. So you see, like, you're not actually missing anything on there. The reply will actually then even go logged into your CRM. Whatever they said, either yes or no, you will have that message on here. You will have the message saved on here. So what that does for us is just making sure that we don't want to call the people that reply. So if they reply yes, great. If they reply no, which means technically we don't have to call with them, but if they reply yes, obviously the information is going to go in your CRM and you're going to be notified in real time. But if they don't reply, we have this second route here. As you can see, we haven't added any module here because we only just set this as a fallback if the leads didn't reply to the message that we sent. So this HTTP request here is basically pushing the data to our VAPI AI agent here to trigger the call. And how we do that is simply we have the URL where the call is going to make. VAPI have a whole document where you can get like this URL and so on. If you guys want me to make a video for the, comment it below. I'll make a video to show you how you can get the endpoint URL of everything on VAPI. But obviously you need to connect the things here. You give them a header authorization value. You're gonna put bearer and then space and then put your API key from VAPI here. So I don't want to show my API key here because obviously someone might use it anyways. And then obviously you had a second header here which is gonna be content type. The only reason you put content type here, application/JSON, because this is basically this are JSON. The AI agent can only read this information when they are like this. So for these VAPI AI agents to personalize the call that is gonna have with these people, it needs to get some form of information. Okay, who am I talking to? What interest did they show? Where is the source that they come from? What is their phone number? You need to package this properly and pass them to the VAPI voice AI agent so it can personalize the call throughout the conversation. Use this information here. That is why you use application/JSON and so on. But yeah, that is the first module. This is basically triggering a call on VAPI. And then obviously after the call happened, we want to wait for 5 minutes to get the data from the call, which is here, make a request. What this does here, whenever the agent talks to someone, you want to get the call data so you know what happened on the call. So this is going to request those call data here. And then obviously we just basically give them a again the same thing, URL and map here. We want the data from this call here. That is why you go here and then choose the data here. That's why you map that here. And this is set to get. As you can see here, this is saying post, but this one is saying get. So pause the call, have a conversation. After the call, I want to get the conversation from the call and bring them here so I can use them for my own whatever that I do. Because what is that gonna help us? Is basically gonna help us to make a decision, or make the AI agent or the automation make a decision on what happened on the call. Did the call go answered? Did anyone answer the phone or no one answered the phone? Okay, if they answer the phone, did they show interest or they don't show interest? So this first router here is basically gonna trigger. Did someone answer the call? Great. If they do, go to this router. If they don't answer the call, great. Go to this router and just go back to the Airtable CRM and update the status to say leads haven't answered the call, so you know who they answer a call. You're not there guessing anymore. You know, everything is literally happening automatically and you can just be there doing your own thing. So far guys, I mean, you've seen the workflow, how it's going. If you are a real estate or estate agent or a mortgage broker or a coach, you can see the benefit of like the system, what it's doing. It's literally just reaching out to your past inquiry. So if you've already seen the value, there is a link in there. You can literally book a call with myself so we can go on. So with that being said guys, let's continue with that thing. And we can see here, this is literally just going, update the call ended date, put now. This now here, how you map this here in make the call, you just basically put bracket and then type in the word now and then put bracket, and it's gonna put it. This technically just meaning it's gonna put the current date of when the call ended and the current date when the call started. We want the call ID so we can get the VAPI ID if we want to, but obviously that is not relevant in here. But yeah, that is what this no answer route does. But if they answer the call, that's great. Okay, where they gonna go? We don't just want to say, oh, they answer the call and just gonna make it. Now we put another router here and then give that a block, and this, okay, the call summary based on the conversation that the voice agent have with these people here. In the call summary, did they show an interest, or in the call summary they did not show an interest, or they just say no thank you here? It's just a logic to help the AI make the automation make a decision to decide which route it needs to go here. But in this case here, if we saw that this person saw an interest, obviously they just simply just gonna take this route here, go back to the Airtable CRM and update everything that we need here. So I'll show you what we update in the CRM. We're not updating this file here, name and so on, because you already have that from when they first reach out to you, or they're gonna have a form they're gonna be filling anyways. Give you all this information, qualification and so on. But after the call, the information that we need is that the lead status will be updated to qualify, obviously if there's one interest, and SMS send time we don't need that anymore because that is already been updated from the first time the SMS sent. Reply status here, we don't really need this one here because they haven't replied anyways, because that is why the voice agent called them. And then call answered, we go there to say go back and update the call status to say call answered, yes, because they did answer the call. And then we want also you to put in the Airtable CRM, which is here. We want you to also add the VAPI call ID. So if we in any case this person want to go into VAPI AI here to search for the call, they can always do that. And then obviously we also want the automation to update the date the call happened and the date the call ended, and then how long was the call. The important part for me here, to be honest, is this call URL. What this does, it actually allow you to listen to the conversation the AI voice agent have with this kid. And then obviously the call transcribe as well. Instead of listening to the call, you can read the call as well. And then obviously everything that happened in the call is gonna be summarized and put it in here so you can read through that as well. That is what that happened here. And then obviously last not least, we have an email module here which is sending email. If this leads to an interest after the call, this email is going to be triggered and send them your booking link with your Calendly or whatever booking system that you use for people to book a meeting with you. They'll receive an email with that there, with the email that they either provide on the call or the email that you already have from them, so they can book that booking manually. And again, that is something that you can actually like watch. If they don't do the booking after a certain period of time of 24 hours, we can then do what? You can follow up with them, so you can add more automation going from there. An email, once an email sent to you as the business owner, you're gonna get a real-time email confirmation if you like, or we build a Slack channel for our client where every time a lead is qualified, they'll get a ping in their Slack channel to say, hi, this is Solomon, he wanna buy in Lead Center, his budget is 200k and he's interested in 2 months time. Literally you just gotta say follow up with them manually from there, or we can even in the message wanna include that they have been sent a booking link automatically, but obviously you can follow up with them, so you don't want these people to like go call again after they've been warm up from a dead lead. If they don't show an interest, simply go back into the CRM just to say they didn't show an interest. Update that status, they're not interested, not qualified. You don't get notified for this here, but obviously you will have that there in your CRM, so everything will be on the CRM anyway. And yeah, that is the complete flow of the automation. So if you guys here, I'm actually gonna show you how this call sound, how the AI voice agent actually sound with these people. So we have this test that we have from this client basically. So he wanted to have a test with the agent first, and then we give them the phone number. We give them a form, so they fill this form, and then obviously they got a call from the agent, and this is the call here you guys can listen to.
Hey, it's Solomon from 992 AI Estate. Is now a good time to talk about your property inquiry?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Great, just checking. Are you still looking to sell, or has anything changed?
Looking to buy.
Got it. So you're interested in buying instead. Just need to grab a few quick details to help you out. What area are you looking to buy in?
Wimbledon.
Wimbledon, lovely spot. And timeline-wise, are you looking to move soon, or just browsing for now?
Move soon.
All right, moving soon. And what kind of property? Flat, house? How many bedrooms?
House, 4 bedroom detached.
Perfect. A full bed detached house in Wimbledon, moving soon. What I'll do is pass this info to one of our senior agents. They'll give you a bell in the next 24 hours to have a proper chat. Sound good?
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, yeah.
Lovely. Just to confirm, is this the best number for them to call you on?
Yes, yes.
Brilliant. And do you prefer calls in the morning or afternoon generally?
In the afternoon.
Perfect. Afternoon it is. Lovely. You'll hear from them soon. Thanks for your time, Angel. Speak soon.
Okay.
Cheers, Angel.
Cheers.
Yeah, guys. I don't even know what to say, but this is an AI voice agent actually talking to a customer that wasn't even sure if the system can do what you want, and he couldn't even really tell if he's talking to an AI agent, to be honest. But the thingy within this call here, what I seen interesting is this, because when the guy filled the form, they actually says they're interested in buying, but on the phone they change their mind to say they're trying to look to sell instead. That the agent handled that part perfectly. Or you're trying to buy instead. I don't know if it was buy or sell, but yeah, that is the call URL from here, and obviously that is what triggered the call on egg.com. But yeah, guys, that is the quick walkthrough of the ghost list reviver, how it works, and this is the full system. This is what we built in Q1 of 2026. If you are a state agency, mortgage broker, financial firm, or a coach, or you just have business that you run and people are reaching out to you, this is not a theory, these are real results. I've run this on a real businesses. Real leads have replied, real leads have booked an appointment. The system, it doesn't sleep, doesn't forget, it literally doesn't even get embarrassed, because as a human trying to reach out to people, them rejection can actually put a lot of embarrassment or emotion inside you to follow up with leads. But that is the system, how it work. If you have a CRM with full of leads and you actually want to see how this could work for you to get you some booking from the leads that already reach out to you, I'll leave my Calendly link and my social channels in the description. You can then go ahead and have a look on here. Actually, I'll leave a ghost list software product link on the description, guys. You guys can actually go there and see the software platform, how it looks, and then obviously that will be there for you guys. So if you have anything, you can let me know. But yeah, quick tips, that is just the SaaS product of the ghost list reviver, the version 1. You guys can definitely go in there, have a look and see how the system work. You literally will have everything that you need to know about the system. And obviously yeah, there is a link there. Make sure you fill the form if you want to find more, or you can just trigger and start that trial. But with that being said, guys, peace out.